Truckers and some Canadian citizens against the COVID-19 mandates in Canada took a turn for the worse in Parliament Wednesday when Prime Minister Trudeau called Republicans Nazis.
Conservative Party members can stand with people who wave swastikas. They can stand with people who wave the Confederate flag. We will choose.
Canadian Parliament member Melissa Latsman fires back at Trudeau.
Mr. Speaker, when did the Prime Minister lose his way? When did it happen?
USA Radio News.
No matter if supply lines are down, product deliveries are slow, and that most everything costs more these days, you still have neck and shoulder pain, right? Good news. Sunny Bay has new products that target neck and shoulder pain. Products that are in stock now, ready to ship anywhere now. Like our extra long neck heating pads. They provide soothing relief to painful sore necks and backs. You can heat them in a microwave oven, and they come in a variety of colors and patterns. And for stress relief, get our lavender scented hands-free neck wraps. Or maybe you need one of our smaller lower back wraps. Great for seniors. Again, there's no shipping delays from Sunny Bay. Find our new products on Amazon, Walmart, Etsy, and sunny-bay.com. Just search for Sunny Bay Neck Wraps. All our products are great for men or women, are reusable, and easy to clean. Remember, just search for Sunny Bay Neck Wraps. Order now because stock is high and shipping is fast. From Sunny Bay.
Hey there, I have a question for you. Is your roof asphalt and does it look like it needs replacement? Did you get quotes and were you in sticker shock? Would you like to save not hundreds, but thousands of dollars? Did you call RoofMax? Well, call RoofMax with their patent-pending technology, which can add years to your roof without needing to replace it. And it's easy. You just pick up the phone for a free quote. Plus, they use state-of-the-art satellite technology to measure your roof. So, if your roof is over 7 years old, then you should call RoofMax today at 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Shamrock Security Systems, 629-3223. Shamrock Security Systems is located here in Ocala, Florida. Shamrock Security Systems is a top-rated alarm company offering 24/7 monitoring, video surveillance, fire and flood protection. You'll sleep a little better once the job is done. Shamrock Security Systems for over 31 years. 629-3223. Get a 100% free quote from Shamrock Security. 629-3223.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Buffett. Save the Manatee Club has helped to protect imperiled manatees and their aquatic habitat for decades. But there's still more work to be done. Threats from cold weather, red tides, pollution, and boat collisions continue to take their toll on the manatee. So let's work together to safeguard the manatees and the places they call home. Be the friend they need. Visit SaveTheManatee.org. Thank you.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Join Gary and Don Crawford of Pinnacle Retirement Advisors for Retirement with Pinnacle, Saturday mornings at 9 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retirement with Pinnacle with Gary and Don Crawford, Saturday mornings at 9. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
Think you know Dex Imaging? Think again. In the office, streamlining communications. In the field, delivering top-notch service, enhancing productivity and reducing downtime. In the data center, a part of the growing digital document revolution. In the world of business, supporting entrepreneurs and helping companies grow. In the forefront of technology, developing cutting-edge document management solutions. So if you think you know Dex Imaging, you don't know Dex.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
We don't need to tell you, you already know it. Inflation is all around us, but not at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Bob Wine's is holding its prices, still using the same price tags as last year and the year before. You want proof? Bob's famous dwarf ever-blooming red ruffle azaleas, he's sold thousands at $3.99, and today they're still $3.99. Bob's own sun and shade-loving heirloom camellias, they sold last year for $19.99 in the number 1 size, and they're still selling for just $19.99. And listen to this, Bob Wines is selling citrus bushes, lemon, lime, and Persian lime for just $24.99. That's less than last year. Check this week's ad at bobwinescamelliagardens.net or in the paper for a huge list of inflation-busting deals this week at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. And don't miss this year's fabulous Camellia Show Spectacular. We'll see you this week at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Thursday, this is our time to talk to the County Commission. Stacey Causey is in the building because there's a County Commission meeting today. So
yes.
Commissioner Kathy Bryant could not be here.
Yes.
She's in the middle of a commission meeting.
Slightly other duties as assigned.
They moved it from Tuesday to Thursday.
They did to accommodate some of the commissioners were out of state on behalf of the county. So we figured once in a while we can do this.
Throws your whole week into a kilter, though, doesn't it?
It does, but I made it here. We're good, and we have lots of good news.
We are good. Let's talk about Marion County Day. I know that's coming up real soon. It's 178th anniversary of the creation of Marion County.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be held at the McPherson Center. We talked about this at the Historical Commission meeting.
Yes.
On Monday, because I'm on the Historical Commission.
Yep.
And Judy Delk is real excited about.
Yes, sir. She is one of the members of our committee.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she asked me if I wanted a booth there or anything. Mm-hmm. Now, I'll be honest with you, I avoid this day.
Oh. Well, a lot of other people, thankfully, do not.
I know.
And that's why we keep having it.
I avoid it, but I understand. I understand why it's needed and why it's a great event. I went to the first one, the 175th anniversary. I went to that one.
Yep.
That's the first one I went to was the 175th anniversary. And but it's real cool, especially if you're a child, if you're a kid.
Yes.
I mean, there's all kind of cool things you can climb on and take advantage. Fire trucks everywhere.
Fire trucks are always a hit.
The sheriff's department's got stuff out there.
Our
it's
utility
a big
crews with the boom trucks.
The utility crew with the boom trucks. It's a kid's delight.
It is,
if you're
and
out there.
It's free.
Yeah.
The bounce houses are free, face painting. We've actually had to turn it into an entire section just for the kids because of how much stuff that is offered that day.
Yeah, the museum's going to be open that day. People will be able to tour the museum and everything. But it every year you guys do this Marion County Day, and 178 years. That's just 178 years.
Yes.
that Marion County's been in existence.
Right. As a very functional government.
As a very functional government, started, by the way, right there on Fort King at the Fort King Fort.
I figured you in the Historical Commission would go for that.
Right.
You guys, I do see every now and then you guys have the cannon blasts on Saturdays.
Yes.
Those are cool.
They really are. And Commissioner Curry is a big proponent of the Fort King historical area.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad to see him back too. I'm glad to see him back. So, but that's going to be the Marion County Day will be March 26th. March 26th,
yes,
and it's actually not a very long event.
No, and honestly, we're doing this for the citizens, but it's our staff and I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's our staff that come out and almost donate that day for
almost donate.
For those of us
most
that
of
are
you
on
do donate it.
Oh yeah, we work hard. So it's an additional staff day, but so we want to be sure to get the most bang for the buck on both sides. And by having a short event, or 4 hours isn't really short, but by having a shorter event than we have in the past, then we make sure that everybody knows when to come, and we have our staff there and serving a purpose.
And there's going to be food trucks, artists, and everything.
Yes, I think we have over 30 food trucks.
And you can still become involved with it because the deadline is the end of this month, February 28th. If you're a vendor and you want to be a part of Marion County Day, you have till the 28th of this month, February, to sign up to become a vendor. And how much do vendor spots do they cost? Are they free?
It depends. So nonprofits, especially educational groups, because and I'll tangent for just a second. The point of the Marion County Day was to show the citizens and residents the things that are already available because of their tax dollars. So all of our departments are there. The health department, supervisor of elections usually comes to help the citizens just face-to-face understand what's going on and what they're paying for and what's available to them. And community services is there with housing help. I mean, it's a big deal on the nonprofit side. So I don't believe the nonprofits charge for the booths. However, if you're selling something, then that would be a charge, just like any other expo or market. And
do you know what that price is if vendors are interested?
I don't, but I do know that they can give me a call directly. I will find out for them. It's 438-2311.
I know it's not that. I know it's not cost prohibitive, though. I know that.
No, and we do that on purpose. One of the other things that is going really well for us this year is people in the community are coming together and sponsoring some of the things that we have going on this year. We have 3 big sponsors that I would like to mention, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Robert's Downtown Chapel, Waste Pro, and Automax. Thank you so much for jumping in and just helping Marion County show the citizens what we have to offer as far as nonprofits and government.
Well, it's a day that if you have a chance, stop by the McPherson Center. That's where it happens.
Yes.
And learn more about what goes on and what happens in the departments that your tax dollars fund.
And how we can help you. You may not even know, but might be services out there that might can help you save you money. Everybody loves that.
Okay. Career fair.
Yes.
There's another one coming up.
Well, thank you for mentioning that. Actually, I wanted to talk about the 2 that you mentioned. You mentioned 2 in February, or 2 in January.
Yeah.
We had to reschedule the last 2 in January to February. But I wanted to say thank you on air to make sure that you knew that we had 215 people come to the 4 career fairs, 8 of them hired on the spot.
8 of them hired on the spot.
Yes. We have 76 applications that we are still going through some of the applications. So we have probably more that are going to be hired because of those career fairs. So thanks so much for saying that on air.
Well, I'm amazed at how many jobs are open.
Yes.
And the pandemic and everything has struck everybody. It didn't struck the hospitality industry or anything, even the county. There's places we're understaffed and there's openings, immediate openings.
Exactly. We're ready to put you to work if you want to work. I wanted to tell a little bit of why people wanted to come to work, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
The county is really awesome. A few years back, we started an Employee Appreciation Day because of March being our birthday.
Right.
And it turned into Employee Appreciation Month last year. We're going to keep that going this year. We work with the community for giveaways, including Marion Theaters, giving our employees, I'm not sure if they're going to let me say this, but we have free movie nights.
Right.
So it's like the community and local restaurants are coming together to give us discounts as an employee, just to show thank you for our public servants.
Tell me what High Card is.
High Card. Those are our values, and those are ones that I think Monier is very, very, holds very highly. So High Card is our abbreviation. It stands for humbleness, integrity, commitment, accountability, respect, and discipline. And we think those are the components of good customer service.
And you're going to use those. That's what you're going to use, those criteria, what you're going to use to recognize the next Marion County ideal team player.
Yes, sir. We've limited that to only a few people and one director each year, and they are nominated by their peers, people that have worked with them on the county level, and we try to show our people appreciation, especially those that go above and beyond.
Now, the last time the commissioner was here, Kathy Bryant was here, we talked about a day she really likes.
Yes.
She really not a day, but an academy she really likes. She really gets behind the Citizens Academy.
Yes, sir. And we love it as public relations because it does exactly what we want to do every day. Is we want to take the phone call that starts out with "I pay your salary," to "Wow, I didn't know. Thank you so much." And that's like my dream. I love those phone calls.
Yeah, the phone call that starts with, "Hey, you work for me."
Right, and I'm like, I do. Let's do this. What do you want to know? And I love finding out information. So what we hold every year, except for COVID closures, we start in March. We open up the applications in January, and within the first 2 to 3 weeks, we have 35 attendees and a waiting list. So I can't say it's open this year because we've already met our quota, but we have 10 weeks. I think it's 10 weeks, 10 weeks every Thursday morning, and we take people behind the scenes. You get to go to tours. On one time we went on top of the landfill and noticed that it didn't stink. We try to show people what
you go to different
does.
departments. You go to different departments in the county.
It's face-to-face, hands-on,
Show people what the day-to-day real life of the county is.
Yes, and it grows their appreciation for what we do. And I think anything that you understand more, you appreciate. And so we want our employees to feel appreciated by the people they serve, and we want the people that they serve to know what we're doing for them.
I mean, I know one year a good friend of mine went to the Citizens Academy, said they did one of the 10 weeks, was it the animal control shelter?
Yes, we take them behind the scenes in the surgical unit.
And they understand a lot about why so much money goes to that. And now with the no-kill shelter, even more money's going to that.
Well... And so are more animals.
Right. And you get. I think you go to the sheriff's department. It just gives you a different look.
We go to the sheriff's department and other constitutional officers in the fall. This is the spring one where we go to just the county.
Just the county.
But we call these people back and say, "Hey, let me get you in with the clerk's office. Let's show you what they do too, and the supervisor of elections and tax collectors." So we bring them around again.
We don't need to go see George Albright. We know what he does. We know what he does. He gets in my wallet. I know what he does.
Can I tell you something I'm not supposed to tell you?
Please.
Oh, I love it. So February 28th, we have I think it's WUFT, the PBS out of Gainesville.
Channel 5 out of Gainesville.
Yes, they're going to be showing, I believe it's at 6:30 at night, exclusive on Ma Barker, on the Ma Barker house. So it's a little...
George is on there.
Of course. So he does an amazing job, of course, because he knows everything there is.
He is as knowledgeable about the history of Marion County as anybody breathing.
I know. It's always fascinating to talk with him because you always learn something.
It is, unless we're talking taxes, it's very fascinating to talk to him.
That's one of the 3 things you don't bring to the dinner table, right?
Right, yes. Politics, religion, and taxes.
That's right.
But yeah, the tax collector, George Albright, is very, very astute in the history of Marion County, and it's something he's very passionate about.
Yes, and we appreciate that, and we thank him for all the time that he spends on the Mar Barker Foundation as well.
Because the Mar Barker house now sits at?
Kearney Island.
Right. I remember watching it as it moved across the lake.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
I was not a fan.
Oh. Okay.
I'm the taxpayer that doesn't want my taxpayer dollars used for that. So I wasn't a fan, but I understand why it was done. I understand why it was done. George and I have had many discussions about this.
Bad on the historical commission.
No, this is just him and I together.
Oh, okay, good.
We've had discussions on it. He understands my position.
Right.
He doesn't agree with it. And by the way, it did preserve a home.
It did.
That has some historical significance.
FBI history, the creation of FBI because of the shootout. I'm
right.
just saying.
So there are some historical significance of the Ma Barker house.
Yes, sir.
So and that's going to be January 28th. PBS is doing that.
February 28th.
February 28th.
This month.
This month. A special on the Ma Barker house.
Yes.
Yeah,
totally cool.
You weren't supposed to tell us that, were you?
Well, that's why I told you.
Yeah, there you go. Tell us how 3G is affecting, the phasing out of 3G is affecting us as a county.
So when I had to send Roger here, and he loved it, by the way, but I totally tripped him and made myself go today. He talked a little bit about 3G and how the FCC is phasing out 3G being able to call 911.
Right.
And these are the phones that charities usually give out for free, or people
old flip phones
exactly.
and stuff.
The phones that actually work a lot of the
Right.
time.
That you get great reception. I know a lot of people that keep flip phones that aren't connected to anything anymore on their boats.
Right.
Because of the reception, you get out in the middle of the lake, you get out on the river, you can still call 911 if you're stranded using these flip phones.
That's right. So
That's
I need
going
to make
away.
sure. I need to make sure. Yes, actually, AT&T is our first one. They said by the end of February,
right,
they're going to stop supporting it. So I want anyone and everyone in your audience that has an AT&T phone, call your provider and make sure that you know what to do. Because every phone carrier is going to be different, unfortunately. I wish I could tell you
Yeah, AT&T ends at this month. I think one goes to the end of the year. Another one ends in June.
And
they're all different.
T-Mobile ends in March, so
Right.
I want AT&T and T-Mobile customers to really take some action, because emergencies happen.
And it was always great when you're out in the middle of the river or on a lake or something.
Or
hunting. It was just good to have the ability to call 911 if
Right.
you got lost, if you got injured, if you needed to be towed in off the water, something.
Right.
That's going away.
We are still looking into it. I want to be able to tell the public what to do. Like right now, I just know what's happening, but I want to be able to do some follow-up on this. So we're reaching out. Our community community emergency communication center is I'm gonna get in with them, and we're gonna figure out if that applies to text, because now we just recently started accepting text to 911, and eventually we're gonna be able to accept video with 911.
Yeah, my wife made sure that I asked Chief Mike Balkin earlier this month when he was on about the texting to 911 and how it's a big deal that people get out texting, because you always hear about the stories where the woman calls and orders a pizza.
Yes.
To 911. But now she doesn't have to do that. She can text to 911.
Right. She doesn't have to give away her location.
Right.
He, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Whomever is needing the call. And that's really important, especially like when kids, if they're hiding under the bed and someone's in the room. Yeah, we don't want them to say anything. So we want to make sure that we get any information out that we have. So I'm going to keep updating you as much as I get the information.
And video's a big deal too.
Yes.
It's coming soon.
Because that will eventually probably be used in court.
Well, I just talked about before you got here. I talked about a story where deputies went to a domestic abuse call.
I heard that on the way.
That turned into a chase, that turned into a spraying of bear spray and a carjacking.
Yeah.
And if they'd had video of him with the bear spray can and everything, because I know the deputy got sprayed, he's like, we were not aware he had bear spray with him.
Well, they don't fill out a questionnaire before
Right,
they.
exactly.
Yeah.
But if you had video of the incident, if somebody could send up video of the incident that happened in the home, and he leaves with the bear spray, then the cop, they could make a reasonable assumption.
It would help the case.
It would.
Yeah, and that's what we want to do and that's what we're looking for is when technology evolves, we need to evolve as well, because people still need to get in touch with our emergency dispatchers.
Another thing that another group that I'm a member of.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to Commissioner Michelle Stone.
She may or may not have suggested this.
Is the Litter Task Force. Give us an update on the Litter Task Force. I could give you an update, but it just sounds better coming from you.
Oh, come on. Well, I wanted to let you know that you guys are rocking and rolling. You're making some progress, and you've got a deadline.
Yeah, we do, and we got it. We have it out for RFP out now.
Yeah.
For the marketing aspect of this, because the marketing aspect of the Litter Task Force is it's the motor that pushes this.
Right. It is the component. So if we can get the right messaging out to hit the biggest impact, because we're trying to change behavior, and behavior is hard to get to when people are in a habit.
Somebody called me the other day and goes, "You're on the Litter Task Force, right?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "There's a toilet in the middle of the road."
Oh, my word.
I go, I'm not on the task force where I can come pick the toilet up. He goes, no. I just wanted you to know some idiot threw a toilet out on the middle of the road. I go, they probably didn't throw it out. It probably bounced off a trailer that was on its way to I give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
It probably did not nobody's going to leave a single toilet in the middle of the road. But hopefully. But when you go out to the forest and stuff, I've been out to the forest on some of the roads.
Yeah.
There's whole living room sets on the
And
side
you can
of the
tell
road.
it's been a selected pile for a
Yeah.
while. Yes.
There's washers and dry. That's not where they go. They go to the landfill
Correct.
on baseline.
But like you said, on the way to the landfill, things do fly out. And one of the things that we previously did, and I'm going to have to go back with solid waste to see if the funding is still there, but we used to actually hand people tarps at the scale house.
Yes.
Please, next time, please
Cover
use
your
a tarp.
load.
Please.
Now, there's this got me when I saw this number with the litter task force. I was like,
did. Taxpayer.
you know, we spend $2.5 million in contract mowing and litter cleanup just to the right-of-ways in the county.
That's right. And not every road is a county road.
No.
So that's not counting the state roads. It's not counting the federal roads. It's not counting the private roads.
4,000 hours of labor
Mm-hmm.
to clean up 150,000 pounds of garbage on the right-of-way.
Correct. And what could we do with 4,000 hours of staff time for this county?
How much dollars are we spending picking up 150,000 pounds of litter?
I'm telling you. So, I mean, that's where the and it's kind of both in the same contract, which is why I couldn't break it out with mowing
Right.
and litter,
Uh-huh.
because you have to pick up the garbage before
you mow.
Or you're going to be picking up more garbage. So we do have that in our contract for our contracted mowers, but this is above and beyond the volunteers. And can I just actually say, wow, thank you, volunteers. We have 40 groups signed up for Adopt a Road program. However, I mean, and that's 2 miles a group, so that's 80 miles.
But we have plenty more miles that you can sign up for.
And I was going to say that big, it's a big but. But at the same time, I wanted to say thank you for the ones that actually do commit. And it's twice a year.
Yeah, and 80 miles of clean roadway is a big deal.
It is.
And thanks to the people who sign up, the church groups and the social groups and the high schools and the high school clubs and
Boy Scouts.
and the Boy
Yes.
Scouts. Thanks to all of them that give their time and effort to keep the roadways in Marion County clean. But there's a whole lot more than 80 miles of roads in Marion County.
There are more. So can I do a quick promo as to how they can
Of
sign up?
course.
Awesome. So become a part of the solution and not the problem. We can give Marion County Solid Waste a quick call at 352-671-8465. You can use that same number to report the toilets in the road.
Yep.
So Solid Waste, 671-8465. You can sign up for the Adopt a Road program, let them know about litter issues, and support your community.
Got about a minute and a half left with Stacy Causey from the County Commission. She is the public relations for the county.
Yes, sir.
And let's talk for a minute. I hear the newsletter's coming back.
It is. It is. We are so excited. We had workload versus staffing wasn't really there to keep it going for a while. And when we brought it back, we wanted to make sure we could bring it back and keep it back. So we're calling it the Marion Monthly. And we are soon going to have a sign up on the website so that they can just go marionfl.org and it'll be in the top banner. It's not there yet, but it will be. But that's just another way for us to communicate what's going on in the county and solicit questions, just like I do from your guys.
It's a monthly periodical that will go. You can sign up for it.
Right, via email, and we'll send it via email. It won't be a downloadable one this time because last time technology was different, so we used a PDF and people didn't like the load times. Well,
certainly
we're doing it quicker this time.
Now you just click on it, you read it, and it's right
Yep.
there for you. We don't have enough time to get into the turnpike. God.
Can I leave this information for you in case anyone wants it?
Oh, believe me, they all want it. Having no idea that there's been no decision on building a road. This is just a study whether
Correct.
they should build a road.
And it's just a study because they have to.
Yeah.
It's by statute.
No money.
It's a Senate bill,
No
actually.
money's been allotted to build anything.
Correct. So, but you know what? We're still going to answer the questions.
Certainly. So if you want to do that, you can go. There's plenty of places you can find.
It's floridasturnpike.com.
Yep.
/NTE. They created that webpage. It's phenomenal. You can even solicit your comments directly to FDOT.
Thanks, Stacy.
Yes, sir.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
In the aftermath of the 2014 Ukrainian Revolution and the Euro Maidan movement, Russian-backed anti-Ukrainian separatists have held the ground in eastern Ukraine. Today, the separatists fired a mortar shell into the Luhansk region. Separatists claim the Ukraine government has fired multiple mortars into their region over the past 24 hours. So far, no one's been hurt on either side. The number one priority for Americans is inflation. As oil is ready to hit $100 a barrel, Republican lawmakers are calling out the Biden administration and their self-induced runaway inflation. Wyoming Senator John Barrasso on Capitol Hill.
Joe Biden is the president of high prices, and one of the defining failures of the Biden presidency is going to be inflation.
Mississippi Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith.
And the president still tries to spin it as the economy is doing good. Mississippians aren't buying that.